What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon, and the channel is 540 Flips. You can see it down in the corner right there. Today is Wednesday. It's April 10th. It's almost 4 p.m. I got a lot to go over today, so I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as possible. If you enjoy the What Sold videos, I'm going to keep doing them. Here's another one. It's going to be pretty bulky, pretty lengthy because sales have been pretty good. Also, obviously, I was on vacation and stuff, so I'm trying to play catch up a little bit. But stick around. There is a lot of cool items in here, and I'm going to get through them, kind of go over the prices. If there was offers or if I sent offers out, I do have a list. That way, I am honest with you guys on what everything's sold for. So pay attention to that. Um, there's also one thing I want to touch on before I get into the sales, though, and it's kind of something I've been catching up today a little bit on listening to some content because while I was away, I didn't watch YouTube or anything, and also a reflection on one of the comments that I kind of touched on in the last video, and there was a comment there that started with, I know that you're new to reselling. And after watching a lot of content today and kind of listening to things, I actually commented on the reseller leftovers podcast video that I caught up on theirs. I think it was from 6 days ago, I think. But there is this, first of all, let me explain that when I say I am new to reselling, I want to be clear with this because maybe it's been misleading. Maybe I've been lying to myself. But when I say I've been new or I am new to reselling, the reason I use that as a phrase is because I never have been in a position where I went to thrift stores or I went to estate sales or I went to yard sales and actually sought out or sourced items with the intent of flipping online, therefore reselling to make profit, let alone do it as a full-time, income or anything like that. That's why I say I am a new reseller. As far as knowing how eBay operates, because the comment was kind of alluding to me clipping out what my gross was, and they didn't follow further into the video and see that I actually shared my net as well. I have been on eBay pretty much since it came out. I graduated in 1998. I know the gray hair makes me look older. You can have your fun with calling me old. That's fine. But I graduated in 98, and I'll be honest, I was a little hustler all through school since beginning in elementary school. I would literally wear the big puffy coats or any jacket that made sure I had big inside pockets because in my backpack, I would always have a binder full of sports cards. And then in my inner pockets of my jacket, I would stuff it full of, the nicer cards I had that were in the little top loaders and stuff. And I would go to school and I would wheel and deal with my friends. We would, I would be taking kids lunch money because they were buying cards from me. So I was a little reseller in sports cards way back then. And I think many of us were, especially if you were growing up, during the 80s and 90s. Sports cards was a popular thing. We would trade, we would sell, we would buy from each other, that sort of thing. I was so big into doing that that I don't know if you guys know what, like the hunting jackets, they're commonly used for squirrel hunting. They have an inside pocket that goes all the way around the inside of the jacket. I found one of those and I was in heaven. It was the ugliest thing. It didn't fit me very well. It was big, but it had a pocket that wrapped all the way around and I could stuff it full of cards. So it allowed me to bring more inventory to school. So when I graduated and, became an adult and everything else, I was on eBay. I was flipping sports cards. And throughout the years, I have flipped personal items. If I've sold a MacBook Pro on there before. If I upgraded my laptop or whatever, I would sell my old one. Or if I got a new digital camera, I would sell the old one, whatever. So I am not new at all to eBay. Like I have been selling on eBay for, if you want to proclaim like other people do, 20 plus years, easily 20, 25 years, I guess, probably. But I've never considered myself a reseller because I was mostly using eBay to sell items to create funds for the hobby I was in. So I wasn't doing it in a business sense. I wasn't doing it to create income or earnings, revenue for myself or my family. It was just basically hobby type, transactions. Um, but as far as being familiar with the ins and outs, if I wanted to sit here and say that I am literally a virgin when it comes to eBay and reselling and all of that, it would be much more difficult. And so I guess I haven't explained fully, or maybe it could have been confusing. If you're someone that has never used eBay, it's going to be a little bit more complicated to put your foot in the water, and you're not going to know how to list properly. You're not going to know how to ship properly and all of that stuff right away. So I didn't come into this as a blind squirrel and like immediately, go from nothing to knowing how to list and ship and all of that stuff. There is experience there. When I say I'm new to reselling, it is the aspects of being what Leroy phrased it one time as hard goods, or I like to call it miscellaneous reselling, because right now I am, literally doing this full time. I go out and find opportunities and source items specifically to flip for a profit and resell them. So I hope that explains it a little bit better. Because I never meant to mislead anyone. I actually have a sports card channel, and I separated the two because I thought this experience would be much different in the reselling space. But after hearing like content more and more and more, and especially today, like I don't even on, I was watching Ken Bill on Ken versus 10. SSK promo on his channel. He had a lady on, Inked Picker was her name, and she even mentioned sports cards. She's like, I resell just about anything except sports stuff. I don't care for the sports related items like sports cards, like American Arbitrage. And I'm like, man, I am hearing so much about sports cards now. Maybe I should have just kept my sports card channel as the only channel I did on YouTube and just merged it with my reselling experience, because there is way more people connected to both worlds than I realized. And it's awesome. Like you guys can see behind me, like I love the hobby. I am very involved in it. My sports car channel is much bigger. I do have people that watch this channel that have came from my sports car channel, and I do appreciate all of them. They have known me like for several many years now, really. It feels like yesterday, but it's actually been, I guess, almost 5 years now since I started that channel. So anyway, enough of that. I know I'm long-winded, but I wanted to get that out there and kind of explain a little bit more. I've been doing this channel for a year now, and maybe I just never explained it enough. So sorry if that bored you guys. Let's get to some sales. I will pull this up. And again, there is a lot of them. So let's get to it. First up is a American Girl. It's 1992 Pleasant Company American Girl Molly McIntyre doll. This is just the hat that would go with that doll, and it sold for $12.99 plus shipping. Next, we have a pair of 90s Tommy Hilfiger. They have a chunky heel. They were brown leather, women's size 9. Had them listed for $29.99 or best offer. Took forever to sell, but they finally sold at full price, $29.99 plus shipping on them. Next is a Ertl 1/64th scale. It's a John Deere farm tractor. It's like a 4-wheel drive tractor. with dual wheels, die cast. It sold for $9.97 plus shipping. Got that out of a box that I paid $5 for that was going to be thrown in the trash. And I mentioned that because later on there's going to be some other sales, and I'll show you that box. I've already like sold one item for almost 50 bucks out of the box. This item's $10. You'll see later. That box has been awesome. All right, next up is a Kangol hip hop bucket hat, red, black, and gray. It was large, extra large in size. It sold for $15.97 plus shipping. Next, we have a pair of Levi's 550 blank orange tab. When I said blank orange tab, it has the orange tab, but there is no Levi's wording on there. Size 33, 34, sold for $18.97 plus shipping. Next, we have a vintage Neiman Marcus script embroidered green and yellow tennis visor. And you see there it's crossed out. I had it listed for $34.99. I took a best offer of $27 plus shipping. A simple Neiman Marcus tennis golf visor. Here is a 2018 Topps Chrome Ronald Acuna Jr. X-Fractor in a PSA 9. Had it listed for $149.97 plus shipping. It sold for $125 plus shipping. So sent an offer to a gentleman on that one. Here is a PS1 Greatest Hits Siphon Filter 3 complete in box. It sold for $14.99 plus shipping. Next, we have Vintage Penns Woods Clearview Camo Mask for turkey or deer hunting. As you see, I have sold 5 of these. What they are is they are plastic glasses that have a mask and hide your face. $7.99 plus shipping, and I sold 5 of them. That was 40 bucks for some plastic glasses with some mesh masks on it. Crazy what things sell for sometimes. Next, you have a Twins Enterprise Liberty University. You guys are familiar with that if you watch Commonwealth Picker. He lives down near Liberty University. It is in Lynchburg, Virginia. It was a size medium, and it sold for $14.97 plus shipping. Next, Macallan Whiskey, the Malt Cask Strength Embroidered Strapback Hat. This was the hat that I found before I found the wooden boxes, those 3 wooden boxes that are very valuable. I found this hat. It was in this plastic bag. That's why the picture looks like crap. I didn't want to open it up because that showed that it was brand new and never been worn. It has like a hole where I guess they had slipped it over the bottle of whiskey or whatever. But it sold for $24.97 plus shipping, and it sold fast. Next is the Cutco number 1723 serrated carving knife with a brown swirl handle. Sold for $29.97. I bought this in a tub of silverware and stuff at an estate sale. It was $1 for everything, but the lady wouldn't just let me buy the knife. I had to take the whole thing. So, well, you see, it was worth the $1. Next, Janlin stamped cross stitch kit, kitty bath 9x9 sealed. Got this from the bins. Sold for $14.97 plus shipping. Next is a New Era Arizona Diamondbacks Flex Fit. Baseball season is in full swing. That sold for $12.99 plus shipping. Next, last video you seen, I sold one of these in a size medium, but it had a little hole in it. This one was in a size small, no holes, great shape. $139.97 on this World War II wet weather parka from 1944 with the metal clasps there. $139.97 plus shipping. That puts it at 250 bucks on the 2 wet weather parkas. I bought them for $5, and I got them at the end of the day at a yard sale right around the corner from my house. Always just never fails. Like you can go at the end of the day and sometimes find some great stuff. It was also at a sale where the woman had high prices on the most random of things. But as I've said before, find what the people aren't valuing. There's always, I shouldn't say always, there's usually an opportunity on some items that people just don't value. They don't care about it. They don't have any attachment to it. Maybe they didn't spend any money on it. Maybe it was cheap and it might be valuable. Hunt those items out. Next, Ducati Multistrada. This came from the estate sale that we went to back in December that has been so profitable. And that was a crazy sale. But anyway, Ducati Multistrada, it was just a right-hand mirror with turn indicator. I listed it as used. It looked brand new, but I didn't know for sure. But it sold for $79.99 plus shipping. Next is a Nike Team William and Mary Tribe Flex Fit hat, and it sold for $14.97 plus shipping. Next, we have a McLaren Formula One orange snapback hat. Took an offer on that for $21. Had it plus shipping. Had it listed for $24.99 or best offer. Next is a $98.99 Bowman's Best Ray Bork Atomic Refractor out of 100. SGC 95 Mint Plus. I sold that for $325. I believe I did a video on this. I don't know if I did it on this channel or my card channel. I bought a lot from an online estate auction. It was a lot of cards. I don't remember exactly the number, but I know when I broke it down, this card cost me 34 cents. Cost me 34 cents. The bulk submission for grading, I think when I sent it in, it might have been like 15 bucks. I am a bulk submitter for this company, so 12 or $15 to get it graded. I don't remember exactly how long ago it was I sent it. $325 on under $20 investment. I'll take that all day long. Chase Authentics Jeff Gordon DuPont jacket, had it listed for $59.99 or best offer. It sold for $45 plus shipping. Next, we have Stanley Bailey number 6 wood plane, $59.97 plus shipping. You're going to see a few of these wood planes. I went to an estate sale. It was busy when I got there. Again, look for opportunities. I knew people had talked about these before. I personally had never sourced them. They sell, and they sell pretty quickly, just to let you know. Throat's getting a little dry. $59.97 plus shipping on that. Louisville Slugger Full Barrel Pro Cut WTPX. That there, $79.99, does not even have a grip on it plus shipping. Here it is, Chloe, little bottle of perfume. You see about 75% full, $99.97 on that. The older discontinued perfumes sometimes can do really well. Here is another planer. This is a Capewell, so it wasn't a Stanley, but it did $15.97 plus shipping. This took forever. This has been listed for a long time. Don't recommend these, but a Cabbage Patch Kid 10-inch kids purple Serena Zoo little giraffe outfit, $5.99 plus shipping on that. This came from the free sale I went to a few weeks ago. Nintendo DS Hotel Dusk Room 215 cartridge only, $22.97 plus shipping. Vintage 80s Coach soft brown leather doctor's satchel made in the United States. I had this listed for $159.97. Gonna be honest, I don't know if I did good, bad, on what this bag is actually valued. I took an offer of $110 on it. I bought this in an estate sale that a family had been running. It was like the 5th time that they had been selling stuff, and they kept lowering prices. Found a box sitting on the floor. It said purses, bags, $1 each. I picked this up and it felt like quality. I didn't notice the little hang tag, but I opened it up and there was the little, impression tag thing or whatever. I don't know exactly what it's called. On the Coach bags, and I seen it and I was like, well, this has got to be worth $1. Very nice condition, very high quality leather, and I'll take $110 on it. So hopefully the new owner really enjoys that. All right, Nike Legacy 91 Burnt Orange. This is a Valpar's Championship, new with tags, Nike golf hat, $24.99 plus shipping. Next is a Kohler engine oil dipstick for Cub Cadet tractor. Has some rust and everything on it, but otherwise it was unused. Just got rusty from storage. 29.97 plus shipping. That came from the December estate sale. These took a while to sell. Juicy Couture blue velour jogger pants, 17.99 plus shipping on those. Kangol Argyle strip, that's what this is. Black flex fit large extra large hat, 12.97 plus shipping. Microsoft Serial Mouse 2-button 9-pin connector. Got this from the bins, 14.97 plus shipping. Another bins item, Craftsman Professional Handy Cut, made in the USA, 14.97 plus shipping. University of Virginia signature spell out. This sold for 19.97 plus shipping. Another bins item. There's so much stuff I sell from the bins. It's really a great place to source. 94 Bandai Power Rangers Dragon Flute Dagger Sword. This came out of the box I said earlier. That was a trash box that I paid $5 for as well. It did not work, and it does have damage up on the blade here. That's supposed to be a lot more gray rubber. It didn't work. I put, you see, I put read, and please read entire description, but $32.97 plus shipping. I don't know if they're going to try to fix it or just display it, but cool item nonetheless. FootJoy Low Pro women's golf shoe, size 5.5, $13.49 plus shipping. Here is a Nike Syracuse Carmelo Anthony vintage stitched basketball jersey, $22.97 plus shipping. It's a size medium, so a little tough to sell. Another bins item, Toomey for Delta. And the reason I put that is right there, Toomey for Delta. It's a little toiletry makeup bag, $7.97 plus shipping. Volcom Stone Made Patch Trucker Hat, $14.99 plus shipping on that. Some Department 56 Village Street Peddlers, $8.99 plus shipping on those. Titleist Dancing Rabbit Golf Club Green Adjustable Hat. This I had listed for $14.99 plus shipping. Took an offer of $10 plus shipping. Same with this 2018 FIFA World Cup Russian soccer team. $14.99 plus shipping. I took an offer of $10. Skybox 97 credentials out of $2.99. Edgar Renteria SGC 8, $44.99 plus shipping on that. Here is something that is rare. And when I say rare, I think on Terra Peak, I had seen 0 sales and only 1 listed. And I seen this at Goodwill one day. I think I paid $6 or $8 for it. Plugged it in, the light and everything cut on. There was 1 listed for, I think, 110 at the time. They had since lowered their price by the time I got mine listed. But I didn't know what the price of that. I figured $60 was fair, but it's called an Arepa maker by Black & Decker. The model number is AM100. It has these 4 little spots where you make something called an Arepa. I'm not familiar with it, but I figured I'd take a chance based on the 1 listed high. So listed it for $60 and it sold. Here's a Royal Caribbean hat. This I had $14.99 or best offer. Took an offer of $10 plus shipping. Next is Levi's 514 black denim jeans, faded straight leg, size 32 by 32, $14.99 plus shipping. This is a Action Racing Collectibles Club of America 1/64 scale Goodwrench transporter out of 5,000. $29.99 plus shipping on that. This is a Super Nintendo Classic. It's the little mini system that they had put out a few years back. This is a controller for it, OEM controller, $19.97 plus shipping. Came from the Goodwill bins. Moose Utility ATV trailer hitch for 01 to 2011 Honda TRX 250. This I found at a random yard sale a lady was having that had 99.9% women's clothing, and I happened to pick this box up. It was sealed. I opened it so I could actually do the photos and everything, but I think I paid like $3 for it. I didn't know what it was worth, but I know stuff like that can have value. Took a little bit of time to sell, but it finally sold, as you see, $39.99 plus shipping. Here's another planer. This is a number 35. This is a transitional planer, not in good shape. That's why it says read. 1997 plus shipping on that one. All right, here we go. Apple Macintosh hat, bins item, 1997 plus shipping. Another bins item, Vera Bradley Venetian Paisley Mini Hipster Crossbody, 1197 plus shipping. Next, we have from the December estate sale, more lawnmower parts here. Cub Cadet OEM drive shaft coupling, 149.99 plus shipping. Crazy. The opportunity in the lawnmower parts has just been amazing, especially at what I got them at, and that I bought them on the second day of the sale. Nobody had even thought about picking them up. So it was just one of those situations. Opportunities happen sometimes. Lost Lake Festival snapback hat, 17.99 plus shipping. New Era Buffalo Sabres hockey strapback hat, 14.97 plus shipping. Another bins item. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs vintage Majestic Maine USA baseball jersey. Had it listed for $39.99 or best offer. Took an offer of $30 plus shipping. Next is an Apex Brazil World Cup from 1994 snapback, $39.99 plus shipping on that. This is an estate sale I popped into a few weeks ago. Just quick in, grabbed a small little box. I think I told you guys about it, of tools for $8. This was in here. This is a set of Mac tools, ignition wrench set, 4 wrenches, and then the little pliers. $27.97 plus shipping. Next is an Under Armour lightweight jacket, size large, $12.99 plus shipping on that one. Vera Bradley, little red quilted clutch wallet, $10.99 plus shipping. Uncle Sam paid $5 for this. I think like back at the fall or end of summer last year. 96 Union Products, Don Featherstone, Uncle Sam blow mold, $109.99 plus shipping on that guy. He was a pain in the butt to pack, but got it done. Next up, Milford standard nut driver 7-piece set. They had a little bit of paint and stuff on the handles, but otherwise they were in good shape. $12.97 plus shipping. Vintage cast iron Wilton bald eagle wall hanging door knocker without the knocker. Had it listed for $8.99. It ended up selling for $7.64 plus shipping. Next is Dude Perfect. This one sold for $8.49. When I got back from vacation, I sent out some offers just to get the store kicked up again since it had been so long since I had listed. Wanted to give it a little bit of kickstart to get things moving again. So send out some offers. $8.49 on the Dude Perfect. This is a carburetor repair kit for Kohler. It goes along with all the other stuff, Cub Cadet and everything. This sold for $10.17 plus shipping. Here's a Black Diamond equipment for Alpinist strapback hat. That sold for $8.47 plus shipping. Logo Athletic Shark Tooth, again, another item that came from the December estate sale. I bought 12 hats for $10 at the sale on Friday. This was one of the hats, so I paid less than $1 for this hat. I sold it for $127.47 plus shipping. So not a bad sale there. Next up, another planer. This one did $49.97. It's a Stanley Bailey number 5. Terlingua, Texas snapback hat. That sold for $12.74 plus shipping. Amazon also sold for $12.74 plus shipping. Next up, this is a TNN Motorsports Nashville Network Racing little hat pin. It sold for $5.94 plus shipping. Levi's 550 orange tab, size 34. I did put distressed because they do have some like wear and holes in them. They sold for $16.12 plus shipping. Godfather, the Coppola Restoration DVD movie set plus supplements did $12.99 plus shipping. Billabong hat, $14.99 plus shipping, making sure I didn't take an offer. But nope, it's not crossed out, so it's $14.99. OEM Honda Civic fuel filter for 1982-83 Honda Civic, $9.99 plus shipping on that. Next is a Jim Bunning 1957 Topps rookie and an SGC1 with great eye appeal. I did $40.77 on that plus shipping. Next up, this thing sold instantly. I don't know if I underpriced it or what, or if somebody was just looking for a US seller of this lens. Many of these lenses are sold from Japan, and so the shipping is really high and it takes a little while. But I listed this yesterday, and it was instant sale. But it's an Olympus OM system Zuko F35 28 millimeter lens and has the case, all the works. I got some more lenses and a camera that I got to get listed. But $49.97 plus shipping on that guy. Here's another one that came out of that $5 trash box that had a bunch of toys in it. A 1988 Tiger Toys Skip It in pink, and the counter worked. And so I put this up for $89.97. I think this was one of the most viewed items I've ever listed. It had like 1,400 views on the listing. So if you see a Skip It out there, even without a working counter, they have value to them. I could not believe the attention this thing got, but I ended up, when I sent offers out, this was included. It sold for $76.47 plus shipping. Again, I was into that box for $5, and you already seen $115 worth of stuff plus the other item. I've made over $150 so far on a $5 box that was literally sitting there going to be thrown away. So you might say I'm crazy for paying money for trash, but the trash had a lot of value to it. Next up, this is a Sports Specialties Baltimore Orioles bucket hat in a size medium. I know people are familiar with Sports Specialties. I was surprised at the bucket hats. You can see there on the label, Sports Specialties. But $34.99. Orioles stuff is hot right now, so they are doing well. They have a young team, and they're playing great. Next is the MCM and Holt Ashtray White Boomerang Melamine, 7-inch. That did $9.99 plus shipping. And last up is this guy right here. Vintage Tommy Hilfiger, 100% wool Shetland sweater, sportsman outdoors fishing, all of the works in a size medium. $69.99 is what I had it listed for. I sent out the offers. It sold for $59.49. Now, I'm going to mention this sweater because there is one that looks almost identical to this. It's the same thing, 100% wool. But instead of the guy fishing, he is shooting like ducks. There's like 2 ducks or geese or something. And it's a guy hunting instead of fishing. I don't remember offhand exactly how much that one goes for, but I believe it's like 200 or 220 or something like that. So if you ever come across that one, definitely don't hesitate, pick it up. I paid $8 for this one. I knew it was cool enough somebody would want it. It was flawless, perfect, vintage Tommy Hilfiger, nice big design, 100% wool. It had everything that like screams has some value to it. So that is all. I know this was long. There was a lot of sale. I don't even know how many was there. I appreciate anybody that sticks around. Please comment below. Let me know what your favorite sale was. If you have any questions, anything like that, I may try to do these live in the future. That way I can have a little bit of chat interaction. We'll see how that goes. I've been debating it. I don't know if I have enough of a um, like solid following to where people would be interested in me doing lives, what like a live video doing what solds or not. If that's something, if you're still around and that's something you would be interested in, let me know because I would be curious. I think it would be fun. I could answer questions, kind of interact a bit more. But that's all I got for you guys. Hope everybody has been doing well. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, and please hit the like on your way out. And I will catch you guys in the next one.